Welcome to the first episode of the Sham Shibby Show.
What's up? I'm Sham.
And I'm Shibby. You might have seen us before on the Screw City podcast on Screw City Productions. It's still going to be on the same channel, but we just decided to do our own thing as well.
Yes, sir. And you probably seen us together on the 9th episode. I was featured on the 9th episode of the Screw City podcast. And then I believe I was somewhere in on 24.
It was 24, yeah.
I was in on 24 as well. And then I was in on 38 where we interviewed KV. Yeah. So...
But yeah. we go back way back. We've known each other since what?
I say he said he moved here.
2012, yeah.
Yeah, about 2012. So I've been knowing him since around that time. And, I always tell people I don't remember how I met Shibby initially. But
yeah, I don't either. It's funny. We just had like gym class together, I think.
Type and shit.
Classes. I don't remember which one was first or anything.
You just know people from knowing people, like going to school with them and shit like that. And like, we grew up in the era where social media, where motherfuckers just add people on Facebook. So it's like, hey, you still got people as friends, and you keep up with people through those avenues, so.
Yeah, it's crazy because we weren't even really close in high school. Like I don't think we hung out one time outside of school.
Not at all. Like,
Not
for real.
Not
so
once.
I think like I got home from the Army around 2015, and I used to make statuses, or I used to get tagged in a lot of statuses talking about hooping. And it was like, come to Gregory, come to Mariposa, and all these parks and shit like that. And I would be posting like those statuses as well. And one day Shibby hit me up like, yo, you hoop? Like you want to come hoop with me and my buddies? And it was at this park over there in Loves Park behind the bubblegum factory, if you know Rockford,
Yeah.
Kind of like by that fucking Popeyes and shit.
I forget the name of it.
Yeah, it's like, it got tennis courts and shit. It's all right. It's pretty nice. And they got a nice court, but the rims are kind of janky, but...
double rim.
Yeah, double rim.
I hate double rim.
Hard ass backboard and shit like that. But it worked for the time. And me, Shibby, and Jake and Mike and some of his homies. Yeah, we would just go out there and we would hoop.
And ever since then, we've just kind of been like associates here. We didn't keep up that often, but just one of those things. Every time we hit each other up, it was like just like we were still hanging out back in the day.
Pretty much, yeah. So I moved away for a little bit. And when I moved away for a little bit, I said I came back 2020, and we kind of just like linked back up type shit. It was like I still kept up with him through Snapchat and things of that nature. So it wasn't like I didn't talk to him for throughout those years. It was like same shit. So
big bad social media.
Yeah. Social media be keeping people connected. So it's no big deal, man. Ain't as bad as people like to make it out to be, but.
Yeah, I think we're about to get on our first rant. Wow, this show, you don't know us, but we have a lot of opinions and rants and tirades. You're probably going to, love it and hate it a little bit.
For sure. Can be very opinionated, but, it is what it is.
This is off the script that we had a little bit, but I think we should go our first topic, man. People take social media way too serious. And something that really pisses me off is when motherfuckers have to, write a whole status about how they're leaving Facebook, and it's like a big old, it's like they're stepping down. Yeah. I'm stepping down from the social media life. Like it's almost like I'm better than this, and it's like, dude, it's not that big of a deal. Just either be on it or not. And if you think like all your problems in life are because of social media, there's probably a deeper problem there.
For real, honestly. And honestly, I'm speaking from somebody who has probably said some shit like that on social media before. Like, man, I'm taking a break from this shit. just being younger, because we grew up with the shit. So it's like,
and you want to make it feel like it's the problem of everything, but it's not.
But sometimes,
there's bad ways to use it, for sure.
For sure. And sometimes, I will get on social media and I will see motherfuckers, like, people that I know personally, no friends, or, just niggas that I knew from school, shit like that, And I'm like, damn, motherfuckers really be flexing on this shit. Yeah. And it would kind of make me a little angry, because it's like, I know motherfuckers for real, but, it ain't really about that. So I would just let it be. And I'm like, man, you know what, fuck this. Like, I know some people really put on facades and they fake, and, it's like a whole nother persona. And I'm like, I try to be as thorough as possible, and I try to make people realize, what's going on around them. Don't blame this shit for everything,
Dude, if anything, social media makes it easier to find out, who you should and shouldn't fuck with. It exposes everything. There's no, behind closed doors as much as there used to be. So, you kind of know who you're gonna vibe with before you even know. Like I have friends that I've never met in person that I know if I met them in person, like it would be like, you know, we've been hanging out for 10 years just because
they cool.
Yeah, so I don't know. People take it.
Some people, they don't know how to operate on that shit, man. And
they don't know how to operate in real life, so it just translate into social media. Then they want to blame social media because they can't fathom the idea that they just suck, not social media sucking.
Some people just they aren't. Yeah, they lack charisma, man. They aren't charismatic and they aren't
so of course you're gonna
joyful to be around.
Social media.
Yeah, man.
No one wants to be around you in real life. They're not gonna want to be around you
on the fucking internet. Yeah, I'd be like, I'd be muting motherfucking accounts and unfollowing accounts like on social media, like on Facebook. Yeah. Like you can unfollow them even though like you're still friends with them. So it's like, hey, I don't want this person to think like fuck you, but low key it is kind of like fuck you, bro. Like you are knowing all this shit.
But not to get too far off topic here. So, did you see yourself doing this ever? Podcast?
Definitely. Definitely. It was like always a dream of mine. Mm-hmm. Like I'd say since around like 2016, I had a buddy who really put me on to podcasting for real. Like, 'cause anybody who has had an Apple product has seen that fucking purple podcast fucking app for years. You know, it's been like that for years, and it was like something that came with any Apple product you had, but it started taking off more over the years. And
it was kind of foreign. Like I've always known what a podcast is, but I couldn't. Mm-hmm. I could never remember anyone listening to them.
Yeah, like I thought it was like more like on that audio book like spectrum back then. You know, like who the fuck is gonna like you know at that time I'm like this shit is ass.
I thought it was news. Like I couldn't fathom like the idea of like a comedy podcast or you know it's something like dedicated to a show or something like that. I didn't think of it like that. I thought it was a radio show, you know, like some basic bland ass radio
like some
show.
Like what is that shit called? I don't know what it's called. The fucking NPR. That type of shit. That. Yeah, I mean, but that's not as boring. I'm not like taking a shot at them. Like that shit can be really informative. But no, like really the podcast like around 2016 is what like got me into it. And I had a buddy that I used to play Xbox with. God rest his soul. He passed away. His name is Drew. Mm-hmm. And he used to put me on to the Jalen and Jacoby podcast.
Okay, I have seen that one.
And I used to love Jalen and Jacoby's podcast. Like, I used to fuck with it heavy. And it went from that one, and then I started spiraling into Michael Rappaport.
Yeah, you know, the funny thing you're saying that you're going with all the sports stuff because a podcast really is like a lot of the sport TV shows on like ESPN and stuff. They're very like stylized, almost like a podcast. Yeah, you know. So I just never thought of that being used in like a different, not talking about sports. You know.
Yeah,
but
like,
that's weird.
Because Jalen and Jacoby would like it would be sports, and then like they would almost like go lifestyle on the podcast because on the podcast they would have segments that wasn't on the TV show. Yeah. So the shit was like expansive almost. Like they would like touch on like their personal life, like how they deal with kids or relationships. They used to have like little shit like soft move or boss move. Like if somebody did something like, is that a boss move or is that a soft move? Like shit like that. It was kind of dope.
That's funny.
But Michael Rappaport took it over the top and his shit was funny as fuck, man, until it like started being just a little too like, all right, man, like he kind of overdoing it. Like you know how you know how he is, man. Yeah, like you can love to hate the guy type shit.
He's
like,
entertaining for sure.
Definitely, for sure. And like during that era, like his rants and like he would have, his shit was dope, bro.
Yeah, but so besides podcasts, I mean that probably wasn't your first goal. Like you said, you didn't learn about them till later. So what were you, as a kid, like what was the first thing that you really thought you were gonna be?
See, I always hate this dumbass cliche. I probably mentioned it before too, but of course, like a rapper type shit. Yeah. I already knew it.
This is gonna happen. Yeah, bro. Okay, we made it like almost 10 minutes in.
Yeah, we might as well damn near just let it be. But chilling. Oh, you standing them up straight?
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. You just told me.
But no, you know, so with I'd say my first like medium definitely was like rap. I wanted to be a rapper type shit, and like I used to always freestyle over like the beats, like not over the beats, but like over like the actual words in the song and shit like that. Cause you know, it wasn't no YouTube. You couldn't find instrumentals and shit. So,
you know,
the whole 50 Cent want to get shot 10 times story shit, you know.
Yeah, that's on episode 9 of SCP.
Yes, sir.
But dude, it's funny you say that because, you know, believe it or not, my first thing was I wanted to be a rapper too.
See? There it goes, bro.
Me and my cousins, we had a little rap group we put together called Grand Stage Ballers. I don't know what we were thinking at GSB. And we
GSB.
So my stepdad at the time, he had like a little home recording studio, right? and he would have different local rappers come in, some actually pretty decent big names and stuff. And he helped put us on to that. So he was like, oh, I got a beat for you guys or whatever. We got a Little Boozy Wipe Me Down beat. Fucking instrumental. And we fucking rapped over that, dude.
Shoulders, chest, hands,
that exists
shoes.
somewhere.
That shit is somewhere in the fucking archive.
But it wasn't like, we didn't Wipe Me Down remix or anything. We just used the beat and made an entirely new song on there.
Flip.
It was called Switching Lanes. Which makes no sense because we were talking about driving, switching lanes or whatever. Like, we didn't know what the fuck we were talking about.
Oh, y'all fucking got into a bumper car like twice.
We don't know. Yeah, we don't know. But yeah, and
that's
I think my rap name was Lil Lecco.
Lil Lecco?
Alecko is my name in Greece. Yeah. Oh. No, it was Lil Lecco, but my in Greek, my name is that, and my step grandpa, he was from Greece or whatever, so he would like say like Greek names to us and shit. So I used that, and that was my fucking.
And that's
name.
What you ran with. That's fucking.
Yeah,
funny.
we had a song there, and I used to write like music and shit, and then I don't know, I stopped. But
yeah, you retired. Put the
that
pen
exists
up.
somewhere out there, you know.
Yeah. I had to put the pen up, man. I was rapping, and not like I still won't do it, but. It's just not something like I'm really looking forward to doing as much as I used to, man. This shit is kind of weird.
You can't force it either. So like, if you have any like doubt about doing it, that means you shouldn't be doing it necessarily.
Type shit.
You know what I mean? Like,
but I just woke up one day and I just wasn't writing music like I used to, and it just was like, man, this shit ain't the same. And like, honestly, I feel like, you know, power to you if you really do make it and rap. That's it, man.
I never stopped writing music, but I never fully started making music either, if that makes sense. So I always still write music, even to this day. If I have like lyrics at the top of my head for whatever, it's usually not rap or anything, but like, I mean, not that it's not either, but you know, it's usually just its own thing. Yeah. Like a rock song, anything, you know, just things that I write, but I don't think I'll ever do anything with them. You know, I just have it to have it. I wish one day, like, you know, it's just a lot of work and it's not rewarding, man. It's a hard process. You have to really be into that.
It feels it feels rigorous. Yeah, it does. And I'm like, I got a lot of shit that's still in the fucking notes.
Yeah, so I want to
go through and just fucking let it go.
Like one day I want to do it, but like it's a lot to do it the right way. And I'm a perfectionist, so I don't want to do something and
half-ass. Yeah.
So like I don't want to suck at it. And I know the first time you have to suck at something,
so that
stops me from doing a lot of things because I don't want to have to go through that sucking process. And I really need to change that about myself. But
shit, man,
that's something that I definitely noticed. Like I hate things that not being able to do something well. So I just be like, I just won't do it. You know,
I don't do it until I can do it well. And it's like, damn, you got to go through the trial and error to become nice at it. You know.
And I'm a quick learner, so I really shouldn't fucking do that to myself. Because like after a week of doing what I didn't want to do, I'm like, this is pretty easy.
Yeah,
you know?
I put in a little bit of time. Yeah,
but it's just I don't know, putting things off. I don't want to do it.
Right.
But after music, honestly, I wanted to play sports really, really bad. That was my big thing. I think that was probably it was like music when I was little, real little. And then I kind of got off of that and then went into sports really, really hard. I wanted to play like either basketball or football, like really, really badly. But I pretty much only played like street sports because, well, for one, I was younger. I didn't really have the money to get like into the sports games and shit. Growing up a little broke. So yeah, I remember I played like I played in a couple summer leagues for basketball, but like I remember playing or trying out for the 7th grade basketball team, and like no bullshit, like not even trying to like toot my own horn. I was better than like half the kids that ended up making the team, and they didn't even call me back to the second day of tryouts.
Damn.
And my friends that were making the team were like, "Oh, when you come back?" I'm like, "Oh, they didn't call me back because they only had 2 coaches watching 4 different scrimmage games go on at once."
What the fuck?
So it's like, right, like maybe the coach saw me have the ball one time, maybe you got it stolen or something. He's just like, "Oh, not bringing him back." And then the coaches would also just pick like the popular kid's family, you know, like they knew the families. And stuff. Like, oh, he's the younger brother of a kid that went there 3 or 4 years ago.
He was a bucket getter.
He wasn't even
he
good.
He could shoot the 3.
Yeah, like I'd play street ball with these kids and school them all, and then
cook them,
but then they made the team over me, and I was so discouraged me, and I was like, it's rigged. Never tried out again. For shit, like none of it. I played football freshman year, and I got hurt outside of football and like cut my leg open, had to get stitches. So I would have basically had to be the ball boy. To be on the football team, so I turned my helmet in. I'm not going every single day after school to practice to not play. Yeah, to not play, to be hurting on my legs on stitches and shit. Fuck that. I turned my shit in the very next day. I went to one practice being the ball boy, and I was like,
that's not me. No. I was playing sports, like, but you know, loosely. I like spent like a few summers with my uncle, like trying to get better, like, you know, just getting my football, like catching, just running, just exercising, all that shit, getting my body better. And like it helped a lot, but you know, I go to East right my freshman year, and I was like, okay, I came from Lincoln. I was starting. Lincoln sucked like ass, bro. I'm not gonna lie, we were trash, bro. I wouldn't like, you know, I started, but it wasn't like I did shit because we sucked. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like we lost every game.
What position
bro.
did you play?
I played receiver.
I played receiver
bro.
too. I played receiver and corner.
We sucked, bro. I didn't score a touchdown the whole season. I was a starting receiver, bro. I never got a touchdown. This shit was ass. Like, we sucked. We didn't win a game. Like, I feel like we only had like 2 passing touchdowns the whole season.
Jeez.
Like, we were ass, bro. And I mean, bro, so like that shit happened. I go to East my freshman year, right? And then like I spent the summer with my uncle.
Yeah.
And I didn't go to the whole little summer camp, that whole little generic bullshit. You know, I actually was spending summer individually working on my own game. Getting better, right? So I come to two-a-days, like I'd say like two-a-days would be like beginning of August type shit, like first week of August.
Those suck.
So I get there and I'm like, I'm going up there. Like when I say I live on like fucking Newburgh behind Heartland and all that shit. I was walking to East, bro. Like some days. Walking to East in the morning, getting there, having a lunch and everything like that. Dedicating my time, bro. Then I'm like, I'm there and I'm seeing that they already had favorites because guys was showing up in like June and shit like that. I'm like, okay. All right, cool. And I really wasn't playing, bro. Like, and I wasn't playing. I say by like week 6 or 7. I'm like, bro, I'm not about to keep coming to practice if like I'm not about to be getting a tick at all. Like I was like getting like tick at like fucking cornerback. I'm like, bro, I don't play corner. Like real shit. Like I didn't like to fucking play defense at the time. Yeah. Like as I got older, I did, but like, you know, at that time, nah. So yeah, that football shit, I stopped playing, and that was really it for sports for me though. Like I was always like a street sports, flag football. I killed in flag football, but all that other shit, like nah, I never really was like, ooh, I'm about to go to college for this shit. You know?
Yeah. No, I never. I after like getting discouraged of it and then just not really wanting to do it. And I moved away from like my original hometown. Right. I got like just real depressed, to be honest, and didn't really want to like do that. I stopped playing sports. I started just playing like video games more and like listening to music and shit.
And being in the crib,
It pisses me off because like not even like to say I'm not good at basketball or nothing, but like I definitely had some natural talent because like I don't even play for years at a time and I'll just pick it up and like it's still there. You still got to get a bucket. Yeah. So like I just imagine like if I really took that shit serious from like day one. And was just practicing and all that shit, I could have been like low
fucking
level
nice.
At least, you know, I could have been definitely a college athlete. If not, like I wouldn't be no LeBron James or anything, but I could have been a bench player get a or something. Yeah, you know, like
I have get a bucket. You say, yeah, I'll be at the local CC.
Yeah, it pisses me off that I fucking didn't do it. I mean, I still guess I could, but I'm 26 now.
Yeah, we old, man. Yeah. We got to ball up the Y leagues and shit in the local church tournaments.
I would though.
We got to fuck their ass up.
I really would. Get into like really good shape and fucking do it.
Local 815 tournaments, man. Be on the lookout, man.
Dude, I would love to organize some of that. No, dude, we were thinking about even doing that, organizing like some 2-on-2s or something. Yeah. We should get people who want to play and we should film it.
That would be dope. That would be dope. Like dude. Side content.
Get a
like
little tournament shit. Going,
like people that we like interview, like you think you can beat us in 1-on-1 type shit? Like you think you can beat us in 2-on-2? Like bring you and your homie.
Yeah, and no one's doing that in Rockford. We're copywriting that. Don't fucking take our idea.
Yeah, don't do that shit. Like I ain't gonna lie, me and Shibby, we not like, I ain't gonna sit up here and say like we dumb nice, but like we can hold our own.
Yeah.
I say we can hold our
own. Dude. And you can challenge us and stuff.
Yeah, bring you and your homie. We can play some 2-on-2. We can film it and we can put it on a pod and we can let it see how it goes, you know? But yeah, bro. So sports teams, since we on the topic of sports, you got any favorite sports teams? And I know we're gonna be talking a lot of sports on here.
Yeah, we plan on doing like a whole NFL series to go along with the season, and we'll do something with the NBA too. It's too long a season to really follow it weekly, but we'll follow something. Yeah,
just be on the lookout for sure, man. We got a lot of NFL stuff coming up, especially since we're already in the preseason. What about that fantasy? What about the fantasy league, man?
Oh yeah, we got to get a fantasy league going too.
We got to keep. That's what I'm saying. We got to have some shit to keep this shit going, and
fun.
We got like ideas during the season, you know, on big games. You know, which ones you want to pick and win, and might have little bets on it. Not nothing crazy, not money, but more like, oh, you might got to do this on a podcast or some shit like that, or film a clip. And
dude, we're gonna work. Yeah, that'll be fun. But yeah, on sports teams, I'm a big Arizona Cardinals fan. I'm sure everyone fucking knows that by now. Sick of hearing about that. What is your team for football?
Me, I'm Eagles. We in the Birds. It's the Bird Gang. Yeah.
But see, Bird Gang is the Cardinals thing. You guys try to steal Bird Gang.
Nah, man. We've been around longer, man.
You know what makes me so mad about the Eagles?
What?
This is one thing I'll never forget.
What's that?
So, being a big Cardinals fan, when I was like, I had a lot of friends on like Cardinals Twitter and stuff. So I was like in the sports Twitter realm, like a lot of people, different states, different teams, all that shit. A lot of anonymous fucking losers, honestly, with like the sports player as their picture. It's bullshit. I was like one of the few that wasn't like scared to show my face. I'm a fucking weirdo. Yeah, but everyone was
David Johnson, maybe.
So yeah, dude. So back when literally David Johnson, it's funny because right after that season where we were we lost in the NFC Championship game, right? Like had a fucking fluke game, just got destroyed by Carolina. Right?
Yeah.
The next season, and the Eagles, we just fucked them up that season, everything. The Eagles were not doing shit, not even playoff team, nothing, right?
Right.
And this guy on there was talking shit, blah, 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 talking about how we lost. And he's like, yeah, we're not shit. And I'm like, bro, we're way closer to a ring than you guys are.
And then we turn around
and then not even 2 seasons later, bro, he gets it. And tell me why. Tell me why he saved my tweet and came back when he won the Super Bowl, bro, that same day.
Yeah.
He quoted my shit and said, yeah. He said, how about that? And not forever that, bro. No offense. I hope the Eagles fucking lose, bro. I hope the Eagles lose this season. Fuck the Eagles, bro. Fuck the Eagles. I couldn't even say shit. I'm like, bro, I didn't even know what to say. All I could be was like, you really saved that from that many years ago?
Yeah, he had to get you, bro.
He bookmarked that.
He had to get you. He was like, yep. He's like, I'm going to remember that shit. Yep.
I took an L there. The Cardinals,
That's
man.
fucking funny.
It's not bad enough I take L's just by liking a team that never wins.
Right.
But now I got to take L's even further. Come on. Come on.
Bro, you know how much flack I used to get for being an Eagles fan? Because check it out. So this is my story on being an Eagles fan. I'm going to keep it quick.
Yeah, how did you become an Eagles fan?
So 7th grade really was when I started watching like NFL football, like by myself, nobody just going over to the uncle's house or some shit like that. Just me like wanting to watch it. And I started obviously watching the Bears, local telecast, Chicago. Okay, I'm watching the Bears every Sunday. And I'm like, okay, I'm fucking with the Bears. Urlacher's still there. Briggs still there. Tillman's still there. Hester, they still had the squad. I'm like, all right, cool, I'm fucking with them. And let's say that's my 7th grade year. 2 years later, my freshman year, right? I think it's my freshman year. The AFC Championship game. Not AFC, I'm sorry, NFC.
Yeah.
And it's Cutler and it's fucking and it's Rodgers, bro. And that's the game where Cutler get fucking injured and he's sitting on the sideline just pedaling the bike, just
yeah, I remember that. Just
pedaling the bike. And I swear to God, bro, I talked so much shit, bro, that week before it happened, like, oh, I'm talking shit. So that Friday at school, talking good shit, bro. Boop. Come back that Monday, bro, everybody in Packers jerseys on my ass, bro. Everybody on my ass, bro. And I knew at that point, I was like, man, you know what? I'm done with Chicago.
You traded teams that hard.
I said, Grossman is ass. I said, fucking Cutler, ass. I said, you know what? I seen the writing on the wall then, bro. I was like, I got to fucking dip, bro. And look they're just now trying to reemerge from all of that bullshit.
They're still bad.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And they want to blame Trubisky. Why can't this franchise pick a good quarterback? That's the problem. The
Justin
franchise
Fields isn't going to be much either, I don't think.
Man,
honestly.
bro. I mean, that's coming from a guy who has a short quarterback as like he's Kyler Murray prototype type shit, Yeah. So I just hope that he can bring the city back, dear God, man, because football is not the theme here.
That's so funny.
Man, I don't get no fuck with nobody. Straight jump. And, I fucked with the Eagles. I fucked with the Eagles when they still had McNabb back in the day. Like, I used to love picking them on the game. And when they got Vic and Deshaun Jackson and McCoy and that team was my shit, bro. I fucked with that team, bro. That was a fun-ass team. And, then we had some down years, but, then we had a few up years. And now we had a okay year last year. We made the playoffs, so I ain't tripping. But
yeah, same.
But we better than the Cowboys. Everybody talks shit about the Cowboys. I'm like, oh, okay. They're like, yeah, the Cowboys are. Yeah, the Cowboys. I'm like, all right, cool. But I've never seen the Cowboys win shit. I'm 26 and they haven't won since I've been alive. So I'm like, so.
Yeah, I can't remember anything good. It's usually all like embarrassing stories about the Cowboys and everything.
Type shit,
Something not too good.
But
Dez not catching it or something
yeah,
like that.
that fucking Green Bay fiasco.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man.
But
Cover your ears, man.
But let's take a quick break and we'll be right back.
For sure.
Let's see what's on. Welcome to Screw City Productions, home of the Screw City Podcast, Loose Screws, and Sham Shibby Show. Get your hookers and cocaine ready. Don't forget to subscribe and be on the lookout for comedy sketches and shorts. Hope you're not lactose intolerant.
All right, welcome back from that quick intermission. So on this show, just like the Screw City Podcast, but a little different, we're going to, show some videos that we find on the internet, of course, keep things a little interesting. And I got something for you, Shamani.
Let's see.
Hey, Unc, show these motherfuckers how you heat the sandwich up. Show me your microwave. Chicago style, man. Heat that cheese up. Heat that motherfucking cheese up. Microwave, man.
He's using a lawnmower as a microwave for people listening.
What the fuck, yo? That boy
Heat
got
that bitch
some
up.
milk.
County style, boy, stop playing.
County
Heat the shit
style.
up.
It's in
Hold on,
Chicago,
they think you ain't gonna eat none of that shit. Hold on, Unc. He just heat that bitch out. They think he ain't finna eat none. They got them fucked up. Show them how you get down, Unc. Heat that county style, yeah. County style, ain't that bitch
Yo,
hot?
this
That burning
shit
his mouth.
is
It's burning his mouth.
obviously entertaining.
It's burning his mouth.
Burning his mouth.
Yeah. Hey, Keith, motherfucker need that cop fix around the corner, G. That's how we do right here on 47, man. We heat that bitch up county style.
Oh my life,
playing.
what the fuck, dog?
I think this can only happen in like 4 places in the world, and it's New York
Stop
City,
playing.
Chicago, Detroit, and like Gary, Indiana.
What's up,
and
man?
that's it.
I feel like in Miami you might see some
Okay,
shit like
Miami
that,
too. Yeah, you're
I'll
right.
give it to Miami.
Hey, Unc, show these
God
motherfuckers how
damn,
you heat the
Unc.
sandwich up. Show me your mouth.
Punk ass was bugging. That shit tastes like gasoline.
Would you try it?
Nah, man, I ain't eating at his establishment no time soon, man. That
For the
shit.
podcast, for like $20, let's go try his Chicago
Fuck
style
it, 20
sandwich.
bucks. $20, we should walk out with the whole fucking menu.
The lawnmower too.
I'm ciphering the gas out that motherfucker too for $20. I'm taking everything. What the fuck?
I think you can start a business with this though. I don't know. I think he's onto something.
Yeah, I mean, it is mobile. That shit might beat out the food truck. It's a little cheaper. You
The
can
food
be
mowers.
no generator and shit. Okay.
The food mowers, bro.
Yeah,
That's
what
new.
the fuck? You got electric ones, you got gas? What the fuck?
Why does he have a lawnmower in the middle of downtown Chicago? That's my first real question here.
Yeah, where it's practically no grass.
Yeah, basically no.
Like none at all.
And if you're gonna
pretty
get it
much.
cut, it's commercially cut. No one
Right.
comes out there and is cutting it. You know what I mean?
His ass probably sold that shit for, I don't know, bro.
And it
Probably
wasn't like
traded
they
that.
were in the burbs. They were down.
In the
That's
city.
a strip.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
a city strip right there.
His ass, is that like a cat in the background?
I don't know.
What the fuck is that?
Nah, it's probably a bag of.
Microwave.
Okay, that should look like a
it's
black
just a
cat.
Bag, yeah.
For real, look like a little black cat. But
Yeah,
nah,
I figured something on brand, Chicago style.
his ass, man, on some goofy shit though. You need to get rid of that lawnmower. I know his ass ain't getting no money with it.
Yeah, there's no grass to
For
cut.
real. Like, that's what I'm saying. He ain't doing no
He's like,
landscaping
well,
with
shit,
that shit.
I got this lawnmower I stole this lawnmower off of somebody.
And he
What can I
just-
do with it? What hustle can I do? He's like,
His
I could
ass.
cook some hot dogs.
He should have spray painted that bitch if he stole it too. God damn,
Well, I mean,
that shit done.
yeah. I mean, well, I don't know. Are you gonna go looking for your lawnmower that got stolen?
Nah,
in
not. I mean, at that point, he
Chicago.
probably put that bitch on the train with him or something. So at that point, it was
Definitely-
gone.
He definitely took that on the bus or the train with him.
Yep, latched that bitch on like it was a bike.
All right, so we got something else. So to be blurred a little bit for the viewers.
Ah, shit.
So
let's
this is
see.
a teacher in the classroom, and he opened the wrong file, maybe.
Oh no! Oh no! Yo! Bugging! Yo! When does it stop?
He finally catches it.
Yo! That can't, that's not him, is it?
I'm pretty sure it's him, bro. Those look like personal photos. Yeah. That looks like POV personal photos.
Wow. What's going on, bro? I mean, yeah, I don't know if that's in America, because, you know, like,
I don't know.
I see a lot of multicultural people in that room.
He's in trouble.
Yeah.
You think he's fired? Think he kept his job?
That's a high possibility of a no. I think his ass is cooked, bro.
It gets worse and worse with every picture.
Every picture. It just gradually got worse, bro. Like
Every
maybe the
picture.
first
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe get away.
The first 2 pictures is like, whoa, bro. But yeah, that one he was cooked.
He shows full penetration, bro. He shows
that shit is done, bro. He started jogging a little bit too late for that with his phone in his hand. Motherfucker, that's why you didn't catch it. His ass was probably looking up the next way to fucking do that shit again. He was looking for the next motherfucking shorty to do that shit with.
Bro, that is nuts.
God damn.
For listeners, a teacher is open up a PowerPoint to like show the class, and he steps away from his computer.
Yeah.
But he opens up his own secret file by mistake.
On some fucking smart board.
It's like his girl
shit.
or some girl, like him taking pictures of her on the bed, and it just gets closer and closer to her just spreading her cheeks and everything. And then just when you think it can't get any worse, it goes to a video of him just straight slipping it in from the back. And that's when the teacher finally runs up in time to stop it.
Oh, man, bro. That's why I'm like, dog, either way he cooked, man. Whether it's him or his own little weird fetish he got going on there, man.
That's him, bro.
Hey,
Why
man, that shit look pretty professional, dude.
It's iPhones, dude.
Yeah.
iPhones are nice. You'd be surprised.
Yeah,
iPhones are nice, dude.
Shout out to iPhone, right? That's funny.
That should be Apple's new promotion.
Wow.
That should be the new way Apple promotes themselves. Yeah, your sex tape's so good you can't tell if it's porn or not. So you ever deal with some crazy exes?
This shit is wild. This video is wild, bro. I be wanting to think this shit is fake, bro. I hate it, bro. I don't even want to look at it all the way. No, bro. There's no way. She just staying there like that, bro.
Her Gollum looking ass on the car.
Bro, there's no way, bro. Like, ugh. Like, I don't, like,
For listeners, again, she's a lady.
on top of a fucking Crown Vic, clearly. Or a Ford or some shit.
She's sticking her hand, she's on top of it, so she's sticking her hand through the open door. And it's her boyfriend, and he's just slamming the door shut on her arm. And he gets it to shut.
God.
And just drives off with her still attached to the car, arm stuck and all.
Shit, that hurts, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't understand. Like, I'm like, what's the physics on that? Like, your shit gotta be like shattered. Like, fuck. It's like
not looking good.
Your arteries, like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm not no medical guy.
Medical attention.
Right.
Wrong podcast.
Jeez.
So, speaking of crazy exes, I think we introduced Wipe It Off Willy officially.
Yeah, man. Y'all need to know. You guys need to know who this guy is. You need a visual of this guy, because this guy is still on the loose. We don't know what his name is. We don't know.
We just call him Willy.
We just call him Willy. And
the preface to this was he took his now ex-girlfriend's Facebook or phone, went on her Facebook story, and he posted this. So tell me, this is pretty cool, right?
Yeah, I find out why his name is Wipe It Off Willy.
Her cheating on me for about a whole fucking year. Like, literally, she cheated on me last year at this time, whatever. But fucking, that's past the point. You know what the point is?
Douchebag
if
chain
she's
alert.
fucking around, drinking, fucking other dudes, I don't want to be in that.
I don't want to be in that.
I don't even want to deal with you. And to be honest, I told you to stop fucking lying to me about you cheating. I told you this the other day. If you're cheating on me, please break up with me. Why did you want to kill me? You're a heartless fucking bitch. That's why. Go drink. Go suck as many dicks as you want. Go get your pussy ass loose as you want. Who gives a fuck? I suggest nobody ever fuck her. She will make you go crazy. I swear to God. Like, she be like trying to like fucking grab onto me. I ain't feeling it today. Why? Because your pussy stink. I know you've been in somebody. I don't even want to touch that shit. You fucking gross ass hoe. I told you the other day. Fucking take a shower. Wipe your pussy off. Wipe that shit off. That shit smells. I don't want a stinky pussy. Fuck that shit. So everybody here, like, don't make that pussy smelly. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, bro,
Fuck that, man.
bro, that's
She's
the problem.
stupid too.
He keeps
I
going.
be buying her like all the weed that she wants. I gave her money and I started saving up with my job. Like, what the fuck is her deal? Why does she gotta make problems for herself? Like, if you really didn't want me, I don't give a fuck. Leave me. Don't make me so pissed off. Whatever. Your fucking whole family's gay anyways. Fuck up.
That is the coldest sign off ever. He said, whatever. Your whole family's gay
What
anyways.
the fuck, bro?
So that's a lot to unpack
There's a
there.
lot to unpack, but there, ladies and gentlemen, is Wipe It Off Willy for you. And his ass is,
So let's break it down.
right?
So what's going through his mind? I am assuming he had a binge night the night before, lots
Right.
of pills, lots of alcohol, lots
Yeah.
of drugs,
Yes.
whatever, you know,
Yes.
in abundance.
A lot of
And now
emotions.
He's, now he's slightly still fucked up, but mostly on the come down.
Right.
And he just found out that she's been cheating.
And
he
he
said, you know what?
Looks
I gotta
for her
tell the
phone.
world.
He grabs her phone, or he has hit. Either way.
Do you think? Yeah. Do you think
maybe-
she's there?
I think my theory is this: the way he's wilding out in the house, right?
I think she's
She
not there.
can't be there.
Yeah.
I think he's one of those guys who has her password type shit.
Okay.
And maybe since like he has her password, he logs into her shit and then he
Okay.
makes a story on
Okay.
her shit.
Which is so much extra work. It makes that so much more like
even
fucked
more
up.
like, yeah, like
he
I
went
think
out of his way. He's like, he planned this. Like, it's
Yeah.
premeditated as fuck. He's like, I want to get her shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop on her Facebook story.
and I'm gonna fucking light this bitch up.
It's already bad enough to like grab her phone and do it, because it's early in the morning.
Yeah.
Well, it's like after. It's like 12. It's like
Yeah, I
noon.
mean, yeah,
It's
yeah,
his
it's-
morning. It's
yeah.
his early morning.
I mean,
and his shirt's still off, or did he
Bro.
take it off out of anger? the shirt on?
I mean, it looked like he had on like some type of like pants or some shit. Maybe
Yeah.
I couldn't really tell, but like, his ass might have just woke up and was just
Yeah.
like, "Fuck this shit."
Yeah.
Like, it was like this, like that was the last straw. I don't know. Might have had a bad dream. Like, wipe your shit off. Like, I don't know, man. He probably was like,
Fuck that shit.
maybe like he was haunted by how bad her shit smells. Apparently, from what he's saying. Like,
Wipe your pussy off.
there you go. That shit was that bad that he was just like, I gotta wake up and get on this bitch ass. Like,
Get your
fuck this
pussy
shit.
stank.
I gotta get on this bitch ass like immediately.
And then
Like-
I love how so at first it's like a PSA to the world, her Facebook and
Right.
everything. Like, hey, this bitch, fuck her. But then he goes personal and he starts saying it. He starts talking to her directly and he's like, your pussy stinks. It changes. It goes from
Yeah.
her talking about her as like, a different perspective. That he just really goes into her. And
Right.
he needs to really tell her all of his anger. That's what, trumps it all is their pussy stinking. That's
yeah,
the-
her pussy.
That's the core
it.
message I'm
That's
getting.
like he's like, I told her I'm not in the mood today. Like, wait a minute, like, bro,
I
like,
ain't feeling it today.
there you go.
What?
Why,
Dude.
Why,
Dude.
Cause your pussy stinks. I don't want a stinky pussy.
Wait, bro. Now, the way he's addressing the vagina at some point in time, it really is all about the vagina more than anything. Really. Like you said, like it really is all about the vagina. Like at this point, I'm more concerned for this, for her, like the help of her vagina. Like,
It must really stink.
yeah, it must really stink, or
He
just
was really
like,
adamant about it.
yeah, like. Is it bad enough to where if she wasn't cheating, right?
Yeah.
Would he have made this video either way? Like, cause like has he talked to her so much about her vagina stinking that he's like, you know what? Fuck this shit. Like I gotta make the video. Like,
He was already planning this.
Yeah, like this was premeditated. Like it was like one whiff away.
I can see it. I can see it.
Like
And he's
the
like, you know what,
last
bitch? He said, you know what, bitch?
His ass took one last whip, or he just like was doing laundry or something, and just. caught her away with some bad laundry. Was like,
dude.
That shit smells.
His ass realized gain and shit wasn't working good enough. That was it. That's wild, bro.
Man, it's on the story, so you know the family saw it. That was recorded 3 hours after the damage was done.
Yeah, that was it.
So that's at least 3 hours it was up.
It was up, and most people
saw
seen
that.
it.
People
and
had
you know her close buddies, and you know all that shit. They knew.
So how do you think she found out? You think she went on her Facebook story by herself, or do you think someone told her?
Clearly she was alerted. She was alerted.
How do you alert that though? You go, hey, you say, hey, what's your name? your man's on Willie's on Facebook talking about your pussy stinking.
like Vanessa. I don't know her name. Allegedly, her name is Vanessa. I don't know her name. I really don't know who she is.
Yeah, for this situation, we're
Jesus
calling
Christ.
Vanessa. Willie and Vanessa.
Right? Willie and Vanessa, right? So Vanessa's like at work or something, or like maybe Vanessa's with that other fucking dude that he's talking about, right?
Yeah.
And Vanessa's just chilling, and I don't know where she might get an email saying that your Facebook has been logged into from another iPhone. And at that point,
it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's a little too late, baby. She's like, all right, you know. She's like, probably in the same city that she's in, so she's like, all right, you know, no big deal. It's me probably, you know? Yeah. No, it's not. His ass logged into your shit, and he's on some, yeah.
But that makes
he's on a revenge tour.
But then why was it up for like 3 or 4 hours? You know?
Maybe he changed her password.
That's even better. He seems too angry. I don't think he could think that.
Like he set it in stone. Like that's it. Like I gotta put this. Yeah, that's it. He set it in stone, bro. He had to fucking lock in the past.
And then we're assholes, and then we keep it alive by showing it again. But
bro.
hey,
I'm not gonna lie.
It's Willie's fault. Get mad at Willie. We didn't do it.
Shout out Willie. Shout out Vanessa, man. I hope everything all well with them, whether they together or not, man. If they together, I'm sure we'll hear more from Wipe It Off Willie in the future.
And sure. Remember the coldest way to end it.
Whatever. Whole family's gay anyway.
And that's another thing I want to go on about real quick. That he chose. Okay, he said all this other shit that's so extreme. Your pussy stinks.
Yeah.
You're a gross ass hoe.
Right.
All this other stuff.
Cool.
And then he thinks that what's the final thing he's gonna get her with. Right. He's like, you know what? It's not even just you. It's your whole family.
Your
lineage.
You got
gay.
Your homosexual cousin.
Like, who cares? Gay too. That's a weird.
That one homosexual cousin that came over and we had lasagna with. I don't like that guy.
It's such a weird insult pull out of all of them. You know. He could have said so many other things. That been like, your whole fucking family's the same way. They're fucking trash. White trash would have been more hurtful.
Yeah.
Any of those things.
Or like, your whole family's lazy.
Yeah.
They suck.
Even that's more hurtful than gay. It just makes you laugh. Like,
your whole family's bums. Like, okay.
Yeah. That'd be okay. Damn. Her family
that's a little more. That works a little more. Yeah.
Your whole family's gay.
Your whole family's gay. Like, damn. Like, are they successful gay people?
It sounds like a 10-year-old made that insult of. You know, that's like the shit you say in middle school.
I don't know, bro.
Family's gay.
Like they're gay. Like what variation of gay? I don't know. Like
he was mad.
I suggest nobody ever fuck her.
That's also a funny choice of words too.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I might ask Shibby off the record who she is, so I can avoid her.
No, he's gotta do some research. He wants to find out about that.
Fuck that shit off.
I'm dead.
Go get your pussy as loose as you want.
I have so many sound bites from that. It's the perfect.
It's the perfect, bro. It's gonna live in infamy.
It never gets unfunny either. Like the more I hear it, the more I see it. It's just the funnier it gets.
It's beautiful, man.
But speaking
it's a beautiful disaster.
Of crazy things you see. Did you see anything crazy this week?
Man, I seen 2 stories. Like one's more like kind of funny. The other one is kind of like damn, why would you do that to somebody?
Yeah.
Like more like, and so the one I want to address first actually is it happened in California. It's 2 doctors,
Okay.
husband and wife, and apparently for a while there, right, the husband had got some in-home security cameras.
Okay.
And he was saying that, like, because things was feeling weird, you know, like he was letting his wife, like, prepare, like, meals and things of that nature for him, you know, like a wife does, you know, like a girlfriend or a woman, you know, that lives with a man, or gender roles reverse, whatever, you know, how people do for each other, right? Yeah. No big deal. And, you know, like he's just drinking his lemonade, and he said, man, his lemonade was starting to taste like a little bit of chemical, you know, like that shit was starting to taste like like it had some Drano in it, which it actually had in it. It had some fucking Drano in it. And it got so bad. He's a doctor, bro. Like, this guy's a doctor, and he had stomach ulcers and all type of crazy shit going on, right? And he was like, he had this theory. He's like, yo, this shit is tasting chemical-y, right? So he puts cameras up in his house, and she gets arrested for it. And no bullshit, right? They give her a bail. And they have her on camera doing this shit, like pouring Drano into his lemonade, bro. No bullshit.
So she was just slowly doing it, like
slowly killing this man off.
That's just poison him fully.
Doctor on doctor crime, bro. She was slowly killing him off, and then apparently she was abusive to the kids. Used to always scream at the kids. So apparently, from what he's saying, she was always wacky. So I don't know, man. Like doctor on doctor homicide attempt, I guess. You know, fuck, bro.
So. They live together, obviously. So when she's on bail, where does she go? Back to the house?
I mean, shit, she's a doctor, right? Like, she's like, if she can bail herself out for 50 grand, like, she should have, I mean, I think it was 30 grand. I'm sorry, 30 grand. It was 30 grand. She can bail herself out. Like, that's not shit. Exactly. Yeah. She probably paid 10% of that.
She probably said, I don't have to leave. It just came right back home and slept next to him in bed comfortably. So that was weird, huh?
Yeah. Started fucking mixing up some more shit.
Said, I just wanted you to pay attention to me more. That's all it was. It was a cry for help.
Had her on camera doing this shit. So, I mean, yeah, I guess he's going to get custody of the kids and everything. Like, but man, like.
I suggest nobody ever fuck her.
For real.
Willie.
Good call. Willie. Yeah,
good
bro.
call.
Don't fuck with her, man. Her ass is dirty, bro. I'm not going to lie. Dirty. She got some money, though.
Yeah.
But she dirty.
But yeah, that's fucking crazy.
What you got, man? What you see?
So this is from the grapevine, aka my little brother. He works at a local Goodwill. I won't disclose which one or not. This is the good one.
Shit.
Buckle up, kiddos.
815 special.
815 special. So he does a little bit of it all there. So he's just, I think at this point he might be inside the building, right? So
yeah.
He just sees a guy walking in, kind of like, he thinks he's just grabbing his belt loop, you know, because he's got his hand kind of by his, like, kind of crotch area, but not really anything yet.
Okay.
He doesn't really think anything of it. Lets the guy go, right, whatever. It's just, like, walking around, monitoring the store, whatever he's doing. Mm-hmm. And he sees this guy walking around, and he sees this guy, like, hovering over by some little girls kind of thing, right? And then he sees him walk over and start going over to this like older lady, and he starts hovering over her too, and the lady kind of like shoos him off, and he goes away. So my brother realized like this guy's being kind of weird. You know, like he wasn't really sure what's going on. So he walks up to the lady.
Can I get like a description of this guy? I hate to cut you off.
Like, fucking like somebody's grandpa, but off. A white dude, of course. You know, some older white man, but just not there. My brother said that you could just tell someone was a little wrong with the guy.
Right.
But, like. Overall normal looking, kind of just fucking old and white and weird.
Weird.
So
fuck.
He brother approaches the second lady that was, you know, being harassed by this person, and he asks him like, you know, was that man bothering you? And she's like, yes he was, you know. So my brother goes over to that guy, and come to find out, he's just walking around the store jerking his dick out, full dick out, just walking around jerking his dick over and like. Leaning over people's like shoulder and like shoulder nudging them while doing it, like basically jerking off onto them, like little girls and everything, and like all that stuff. It's fucking nuts. Yeah. So then, for whatever reason, Goodwill didn't call the police. They just kicked the guy out and get him out.
Yeah.
Because my brother is like the security basically in a sense too, because they don't have a set security system or anything like that. So they just have a couple workers. And all the workers are smaller than my brother and everything. Yeah. So it's just, you know, a couple people have to like, escort him out.
Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, just get him the fuck out. So they don't call the police on it. It is what it is. They leave it be. Then the very next day, who's back in the parking lot sitting there? He's just sitting there in the parking lot, standing there, jerking off Jack again. Fuck. Jerking off Jack right there. And then that's when they called the police, and the police took him. I don't know what happened after
weirdo, dude.
Man, go to Goodwill.
Biggest loser, bro. Watch out, man. He might be at motherfucking Salvation Army next, bro.
He really might be. Sorry, I got a text. I'll cut that.
Jesus Louises, bro. Might be at the motherfucking local Rockford rescue mission.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout, man. Thrift store, man. Thrift store, jack it off, Jack.
My thing is so like...
Beat it off, fucking
What
Bernard.
was going through this man's head? Like, he's driving home. He's like, I gotta get one out. I gotta.
Yeah,
Is Goodwill the target location, or is he just passing Goodwill? Is it like, what do you think?
You know, I don't know. Something about gently used clothes might turn him on. You know, because it might have been on other people's bodies. I don't know.
But he's walking up to customers and stuff. That's a good theory, though. Going into the women's section, just jerking off on the clothes.
Buy like women's clothes because he knows like a
Gross.
woman has worn this.
Yeah.
Like but yeah, man, nah,
Goodwill's
bro.
an odd
I mean,
choice.
weird is weird, but like, man,
That's not his
God,
first time
like,
doing that.
Yeah, not at all. But
Not
like,
at
buy
all.
some small kids too, bro. Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
no, that's what I even said.
Lock
I was
that
like,
dude up, man.
At that point, I would have got fired that day.
Yeah.
I would have fought the guy.
Yeah, lock that dude up,
Yeah.
man.
He's locked. Well, he got arrested. Who
The
knows
second
what they
time?
did. Yeah. Who
All
knows
right,
what they did, though.
yeah, lock that dude up, man.
Probably out on bail.
Oh man, on bail, shit. Who bailed him out?
Yeah, no one probably.
Shit.
Hopefully.
Unless he got his own bail.
Yeah, hopefully
Man,
not.
that's sick, dude. Oh man.
Well, what's your other story? Maybe a little better than that
A
one.
little more lighthearted, man. So it's actually a clip for it if you can look it up. You can look it up. It's T.O., man. So this week, I think earlier this week, it might have been a little bit last week, who knows. But Terrell Owens, right, gets into it with fucking a Karen in his neighborhood. So he's driving, and he's just really, apparently he's driving through his neighborhood.
It's the first thing. Terrell Owens, Karen.
Yeah, so apparently he's driving through his neighborhood, and some woman, like, tells him is shouting at him, I guess, like to slow down, like, you know, you just blew that stop sign, or you're like speeding or some of that nature, right? And he's like, you know, like, I guess he stops and he gets out the car. So at the portion where he gets out the car, he actually starts recording himself. You know,
guys,
he's not recording himself when he's driving. He's recording himself when he's actually like, you know, like actually having the confrontation with the woman. And at that point, you know, he's telling her like, you know, I wasn't speeding. Like, you know, she said that I was speeding. I wasn't speeding. And I guess some other neighbors were out there. Her husband's out there. And she like crying like, yes, you were speeding. Yes, you were speeding. And it's just,
I'm
put on the
driving
clip,
to
man.
my mailbox.
Yeah.
She telling me I'm speeding, telling me to slow down.
Slow down, and he rolled down his window and he started harassing.
First of all, I didn't harass you.
Harassing me.
She telling me to slow down. I said, what do you mean slow down? I said, yo, I'm just going to the mailbox. You're supposed to get the fuck out the middle of the road.
Across the street and you almost hit me.
First of all, I almost hit you. Now you just making up stuff.
No, I literally
Just like a Karen.
You almost
Uh-oh.
How did I almost hit you and I'm going to the mailbox?
I was a Karen.
Yeah, I'd call you a Karen when I came over here after you said I called the police.
Such a
Absolutely.
dumb
Then
thing to
you
get
then
mad
you
about.
went on
Yeah.
to say, oh, I'm the subject of the HOA meeting, this and that and the other. I got liens and shit on my house, this and that and the other. Then you start bringing up my status, who I was, my HBO, my VH1.
Your status, 'cause I don't give a shit.
You the one brought it up, lady. I did it. You did it. You did. First of all, I didn't almost hit her. So, no, I'm fine, sir. First of all, I didn't almost hit her.
I understand that. Just relax.
I'm not finna sit up here.
He ran the stop sign.
Well, there is no stop sign. What are you talking about?
I understand.
Wait, it's an ether coming, bro. Just listen for the
But I
ether.
asked him to slow down, and he got out of his car and started harassing me. He put his car in park.
Right, because you're gonna yell at me and telling me I'm almost hit you, and I didn't.
But you didn't have to get out of your fucking car.
You didn't have to talk to me that way either,
listen.
Karen.
A black man approaching a white woman.
First of all, you had your boy right here, your husband right here. So first of all, I don't do that type of stuff.
Listen.
You did. You put your car in park and you came
Yeah,
at me.
first of all, I didn't come at you.
Yes, you did.
You can stop all of that, Karen. Get out of here with all of that.
You can stop. I'm making a soundbite of that. You can stop all that, Karen.
Listen,
After me.
listen, here she crying. It's
Look at it.
Karen. Look at this. This is unbelievable. Swear to God, I've never been a part of nothing like this. I've seen it. I've seen it.
Do you have your ID?
I've seen it. Yes, I've seen it, but this is firsthand.
And now he's on live.
Oh boy, is she crying? Oh my God, this is real. This is real. This is real. Here you go. Here you go, sir. This is real.
Listen.
This
It's
is
coming
real.
soon. The ether is coming.
This is real. This is
The
real.
ether
I've
is
never
coming.
seen. I've seen it, but I've never been a part of this. This is real life. And now she crying. Her husband tried to tell her to go in the house, but no, she wanted to do the whole Karen thing. So I'm gonna be here with my camera to show everything. First of all, you need to stop that.
He was speeding through the neighborhood.
He was not. I was in the garage. You're
Damn.
lying now because because I was sitting in the garage.
She said I was First of all, I know what you're saying. No, I get it. No, this is real. This is real life in 2022.
Just came and killed her, bro.
And she crying.
I've never
And she
seen.
crying.
I've seen it on TV. I've seen it on video, but I've never really been a part of something like this.
That's nuts, bro.
So you can see what the woman
That's
just did.
it, bro.
That was awesome.
I love that clip, bro, because it's like
stop
everything.
all that, Karen.
Even though like you're not there, it's clear like who was wrong and who was right. Like at
Why
that
does
point,
she gotta
it's clear.
make problems for herself?
Literally,
Just
literally.
let him keep driving.
You don't even like if you do hear her husband in that clip, like he probably says minimal to nothing because he says T.O. mentions like, "Hey, your husband's right there. I did not come after you." You know, like
Yeah.
Like it's just like, come on, man. And then she's like, "You sped past the stop sign," and then he's like, "There's not even a stop sign." Like, what the fuck? Like, it's just like, okay, like even though I'm not there, like when like every point you say is just getting like shut down immediately like that. It's like, damn, bro. Like it's like you do got to just be lying at some fucking point. Like, come on, man. Like you can't believe yourself that much, bro. Like I don't know.
It's a fucking mental illness. I don't even know. It's nuts. She
It's
just
a
makes things up and then
slippery-
start to cry. And they always do that. It's
Yep.
like the same routine.
It's an entitled, slippery slope, man. Like you just don't know when you're gonna get into one of those interactions, man. That shit is fucking. I hate it, bro. I never want to get into one of those interactions. I'm thankful that I haven't gotten to
It's
one
gonna
of
happen
those.
one day.
Man, sooner or later, bro. I mean,
I've had people yell at me like that. It's
Yeah.
just ridiculous.
and I'm
They cry every time.
right every fucking time, but.
Fucking TO1, Karen 0.
Right, and then after that, right, to capitalize on all this shit, he makes like some tacky ass merch saying Karen is real. And
No
it's like,
way.
yeah, he does, and it's like it's ass. Like don't like it's like nothing unique about it. It's like a black hoodie and it says Karen is real in like white font. It's ass, like some shit that you can go get at your mall. Like I'm like, all right, bro. Like let's see how many of those you sell. But shout out to T.O., man.
All right. Yeah, so I got another story too. This one actually, I was there firsthand for. I guess. This is my story, I guess.
Oh shit.
So, me and my girlfriend and my little brother are with me, and we go to Walmart, get a bunch of groceries. You know, we get a big full ass cart. I spent probably a good, $150 at Walmart, something like that. A good grocery
some
trip.
good shit.
It was a good grocery trip, right?
Yeah.
And Walmart's fucking. I don't want to go too far on a tangent of this, but fuck them for just like eliminating like people checking you out. Basically,
Yeah.
They want to have you all do it by yourself. So
Yep.
fuck that. I think that we should all just put one free item in the bag and be like, well, that's my tax for
Yeah.
fucking. I'm a worker here
Right,
now.
pretty
Apparently,
much,
here's
right?
my $15 an hour. Because what's the fuck? Like, what do we get out of that?
Yeah.
It's their job, literally.
Fuck
I'm
the
not even trying to be a
corporation.
Karen or anything, but it's literally their job to ring you out.
Yeah,
And do that stuff.
and they're renovating all the Walmarts to be
Yeah.
basically like that. Where it's like,
Yeah,
I
it's
swear, it's like
bullshit,
no
bro.
long fucking, little scanning belts. They're all like the little short ones now, and they're
Yeah.
all like just fucking
And
to go quick scan.
bro,
type
look,
shit.
I prefer like scanning myself out. Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong, but when you have a big ass fucking order and stuff, and I literally have to like put 4 bags on this little
Yeah.
small ass thing, then put it out, switch it around, put the new ones on there, have the people eyeballing me to make sure they don't think I'm not stealing shit.
Right,
Like, bitch, I
right.
will steal shit now. Just 'cause
Yeah.
you think I'm gonna steal shit.
Yeah. Oh, my fruit, man. I'm not gonna lie, bro. All my fruit, like I don't weigh it properly.
Yeah,
Like, I'm
fuck
like fucking
that,
like
bro.
lifting it up as it's like touching the scale.
That's smart. I didn't think about that. I'm gonna start telling Iris to do that.
Like I'm telling you, bro, I be holding it above the scale. Like
I'll never steal from a person, but corporations, bro.
fuck them, bro.
Steal a
I'm like,
deal
come
away.
on, bro. You gonna throw away that motherfucking bag of grapes tomorrow, bro?
Yeah, 'cause
like
they're
I'm
not
like,
selling
cause
anyway.
it's like, oh, these aren't room temperature enough. I'm like, all right, bro, you selling these bitches for $4 a pound? Let me get this.
Yeah.
Like,
So, so this goes into Walmart sucking a little bit. So we got that big ass fucking cart full of shit. And sorry, hold on. I was looking at the camera. It was a little off. Scooch a little bit over to me, maybe. I don't know why it's being weird. And like I think I moved it when I turned it on. It's all good though. We're good. I just want to make sure you're in the shot. All right.
for sure.
So yeah, so we go up to the lane, and I go to the only person. Sorry, there's 2 people ringing things out, right? And they're both obviously have a customer with them at this time, because they probably don't even want to be there. They probably called someone up to ring the other person out because they're lazy and shit.
Type
right?
shit, yeah.
So there's 2 people, and I see this one kid who he's like, I don't know, he looks like a young high schooler kid, but he probably was like 19, 20, just one of those like, real incel to his
like
self.
fresh out of
type. Yeah, but he's like real nerd. You can tell he's just real nerdy to himself. And I just right away could tell.
Yeah.
And I could honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I saw on his face, I'm like, this guy is just, he does not want us to come here.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you know what, fucking, I'm already coming in this lane. It's the best, it's the easiest one, it's the fastest one. I literally make a comment to my girlfriend and my brother. I'm just like, he's gonna hate us, but we're gonna do it, right?
Yeah.
And I make that comment not thinking it's actually gonna like, you know,
go like that.
So bro, so we're scanning through everything, right? And he's just like moping, like, bro, he's just like really fucking like not there, just being kind of angry. And I think
like not like didn't even greet you guys type shit.
Yeah. And I think Iris like was like up front, and she's just like, oh, you know, how are you? And he's like, not good. And then, you know, usually even if you aren't good, you don't just
fucking say
how was your day?
Yeah.
Oh no, she said, how is your day going? He's like, awful, terrible. And I'm like, oh, like having one of those days. He's like, every day is one of those days. Literally like a fucking thing out of a TV show, bro. No. And then I'm just like, oh man, I hope it gets better. And he's like, it never does, it never will. And he's like dead serious. He's not joking. He's
not joking.
About
his face
this.
doesn't fucking change nothing.
Nothing. Like you can tell his social skills aren't even that good. So he's just really irritated, and it's coming out of like, you know, out of his heart. Like it's just what he feels. And he's like, these people like, and he literally like without talking shit about us, he's like, they always just put me over here, and there's all these other scanning things that people want to come to my lane. And I'm just like, oh my God. I'm like,
motherfucker, that's your job.
Yeah.
Like,
and then
like that's the problem, motherfucker. I'm like, that's everybody's problem. Oh, we're antisocial motherfucker, bro. Like, do your job, man. Everybody has a job.
Yeah, it's
like you don't be, and that's the problem with motherfuckers who hate their life. Like you hate your life because motherfucker, you not looking at your life for what it could be. You just looking at it for what it is.
Exactly.
You just looking at it like, oh man, like I'm broke. So my fucking mom sucks, and I gotta just wake up and I still gotta play my PS3.
Yeah,
like you motherfucker, like his, like dog, man. Get yourself together, dude.
What gets me is like, okay, so we stop. Obviously, we read the room and we're like, okay, let's not ask this guy any more questions.
Let's not talk to this motherfucker.
But he's like, no, he's insisting now to go on about how bad Walmart is.
Like you got me going.
Yes,
I'm fucking lit
literally,
up.
literally, bro. So then he's telling me, he's like, I hate this place. It never gets better. It's awful. And then he's like, I was just about to quit on my lunch break, but my father insists that I return. And I'm like, oh, this guy's coming with the AR tomorrow. Walmart, watch out,
bro.
And yeah, so I think he just doesn't have a job. Like I said, he's a real nerdy guy, and his dad's forcing him out the house to like do something for himself, and he hates people.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I hate people that I don't want to use the word hate, but fuck it. I dislike people who like don't want to welcome change, and like even if you're doing something that you don't like, it's just like you got to just do it for that fucking moment. Like it's not forever. It's just temporarily, bro. Yeah. Like if you gotta work there for 3 months until you find another gig
or something,
like just put a face on, bro. Like I'm not saying you gotta be happy go lucky, but
don't be doing this.
Like, cause now if I'm an asshole, the type of guy I am, bro, I'm like that.
He is an
days.
asshole.
because I hate shitty customer service, honestly. So I'm talking to your manager, and I'm like, yo, this guy really made me uncomfortable. He made my experience feel shitty. He indirectly talked about me. Clearly.
Yeah.
So like people come to my lane. Motherfucker, that's doing your job.
Yeah, dude.
Like, so tell your boss that you don't want to do this. And guess what he gonna tell you? That's insubordination. Get your ass the fuck out.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I'm like, these motherfuckers think this shit is real, bro. Like, they think this shit is a game, bro.
I'm walking away, and the next customer, he starts ringing. Mind you, he like forgot to ring some shit out on my cart.
Yeah.
He's so flustered, and I just was like, all right,
fuck
the water
dude.
bottles are mine now.
Cool.
Yeah, and he's so flustered. I'm literally trying to walk away with my girlfriend and my brother. And like he's still like he's ringing up the next person while still trying to talk to us, and he's like, yeah, and it's just gonna be more of the same and this and that. I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry, man.
Like motherfucker, go get on your Xbox and talk to your buddies about that shit, bro. I'm done, bro. Go talk to your buddies in Idaho and shit about this, bro.
That shit was fucking.
Yeah,
funny,
you clearly don't got no buddies.
But speaking of shitty people, man, you got some shitty neighbors, right? I think we got one last story here before we wrap things up.
Bro, so you talking about the neighbors that was on my story last week then, huh?
I think so.
Yeah, so I got some neighbors, man. I won't disclose who they are, but I got some funny neighbors all around my neighborhood. But I had some neighbors that was arguing on my Snapchat story like last week, and they were just bugging out. I don't know what it was about. It just sounded like one of the kids, kids, pretty much it's like a mom, dad, son, and he has like his own daughter that lives there, you know. So it's not like he's like a kid. He's like he might be older than me type shit, you know. But you know, I just hear him shouting, and he's shouting at his mom and shit like that. They're bugging out, man. Like they're like he's like telling his mom like. I just got jumped today, and you guys left me there, and I had to walk back. Like he was bugging, bro. Like I don't know what happened. Like I mean, it might have been justified, but he was like talking shit, and then the funniest part about it is like I'm just sitting outside, I'm chilling, right, and I'm like, I'm kind of entertained by this, so I'm recording, and he's like, he's like, I don't give no fuck if the neighbors can hear us out. Whoop their ass. I was like, he ain't talking about me. I'm like, you not talking about me. I'll blaze his ass up, bro. But he was just bugging out, man. But then the next day, everything was Switzerland.
That's how it usually goes. Dude, that reminds me, back in one of my old houses on 11th Street, I was on the Face Street. So, like, you know, there's another house across 11th Street, literally. Like, I could see the other people, like, door to door, basically, but just across the street. So I would sit on my porch and I would smoke like a bowl or a blunt or something, whatever I had at the time. And the people right across the street were like confirmed crackheads, like the known crackheads in the neighborhood. Like he had a nickname. His nickname was Tattoo. Like that's his name. So that tells you, you know, and once you got a nickname, you know, if we both have nicknames, you're probably a crackhead if you're not like a singer or doing something. Like, you know, if you got a nickname and you don't do anything like artsy or special, you're probably fucking, it's not for a good reason you got the nickname. You know what I mean?
They call you Bones.
Yeah, like, I had this guy at my old job, and he's like, they call me Panda. He tried to give some girl his number. He's like, yeah, it's Panda. And then he won't disclose why his name is Panda. He's like, bro, shut the
I'm some Little Wayne shit. Tunchi is my name. Don't ask me how I got it. Like, what the fuck?
But yeah, so Tattoo and his his girlfriend, whatever you want to call it, I would literally watch them fight over the last piece of crack. Like you could, because they had just a screen door looking there. And there's like other screening on the porch and stuff, so you could just see into their house. And you just see them throwing chairs at each other, a hammer, a wrench. You hear them screaming. He's like, "You bitch, you smoked the last rock." And literally word for word screaming this. And that was like once a week. So I would just go hit out there and just hit a ball and be like, watch
just be entertained. Like fucking, this is like
so funny.
This is your modern version of Tom and Jerry.
And sometimes it wasn't. Sometimes they had their crack, you know, so they weren't fighting that hard. It was just about
they were just
change the fucking channel on my show. Like, they just throw remotes at each other, bro. You would just see them sitting in the love seat rocking. You just see the remote come flying at his face, and it's nuts, dude.
It's like you could just see their shadow. Like you could just like if you just sit on your front porch, you can just see their front window, and you just see like fucking controllers.
Speaking of neighbors with nicknames, bro, I had another neighbor named Hawaiian.
He
was like a felon and out of jail. And he literally, I watched him chase someone down with full intent to murder them with a hatchet. Like, I mean, it's full sprint. This white guy was running from him, and he was just chasing him with a hatchet. Had he had caught him, he absolutely would have chopped him up. Like, there was no question about it. It was full run for your life sprint. I remember people called the police in the neighborhood. The cops already knew about this guy. They didn't show up for a whole hour or two because they didn't actually want to find him.
They're like, I don't want to get butchered by this fucker, bro.
They're either gonna have to shoot him or get butchered. So either way, it's not going good.
It's like, is people safe? Okay, we're not coming. Like, we're not coming. If the people are safe, we need to ensure our own safety. Like, motherfuckers is going to tomahawk motherfuckers and shit. Oh, no, bro. He was walking down. Going to tomahawk a motherfucker.
Dude, he really was going to. But I think that's a good way to end it. That's a good message to leave it on. Watch out for neighbors with nicknames.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Oh, man, bro. Like I said, we can expunge on all that shit later, man. We can definitely...
we got some. I'm sure there's plenty of stories with that.
Yes, man. Episode 1 or 0, whatever you want to call it. Wrap, man.
Yeah, and don't forget...
Wipe that shit off!
Yes, sir. And come back and see us, man.